I've got my new GSX-R1000R and I thought I'd do a little review for you to give you my first impressions of the bike before we've pretty much changed anything. First thing that stood out to me was totally different power characteristic than the old bike. It is so linear, smooth power that you don't feel any kicks anywhere, and it actually doesn't feel that quick, but after 6 days riding on track, there's nothing that pulls away, so it is fast. It's just super smooth. The traction control on it, once I wound it right down to 1, I tried it on 0 as well, so no traction, and 1, it works excellent. Like, it's got an anti-wheelie somehow, like I can still do wheelies and stand up, as you'll probably see some photos. It's brilliant, but when you're at an angle driving off the corner, it really helps you keep the front on the ground. And at setting 1, it doesn't slow the bike down. It drives well, but keeps you safe. It doesn't let it slide out very much. You just feel a twitch and it keeps going forward, especially on worn tyres. I would say the strongest thing about the bike is the chassis. It's excellent, nice, small little bike, turns really well. I can't fault the chassis yet. I haven't been able to go fast enough yet to fault anything with it. Front forks are another real positive. I would say it's the first street bike that I've ever had that you don't need to do anything more than springs, which I would say until you're a very high level guy, because the forks really do work. There's nothing negative except they're too soft for the track. They've obviously been set up spring weight wise as a compromise for the road, and you know, every weight. The next thing I would say, blipper and shifter are beautiful because they're made to work with this bike. It's not just an aftermarket part that's cut. It's so smooth. It's just, you know what I mean, there's no jolt. It just works beautifully. The shifter works really well, makes it so easy to downshift, so you don't have to blip or pull the clutch, don't do anything, just close the throttle, change down the gear, and it matches everything up. The only thing I'd say blipper wise is it does start to get a little clunky, as in I feel the shift once I really start being mean to it, trying to stop it, but I don't think you're going to do that on the street. It's mainly on the track. I've ridden a lot of bikes with ABS and never liked it. I've always wanted to take it off, and I think I'll still get the Yoshimura aftermarket part to plug in to disable the ABS. I prefer not having it, but I have to say, because I've had to ride with it here and had to push hard with it, I've had some fast clients, that it really does work. You know, once we got the suspension beefed up, like made it hard enough that it's not pitching forward too much and lifting the rear off the ground, which makes the ABS kick in. Once we firmed the suspension up, it works. Like, even running it in right on the brakes into the turns hard, I was relatively happy, like at a quite high level. The discs and pads on this bike are excellent, so we don't need to go to aftermarket stuff, which I'm really pleased with. The calipers as well, fantastic. So really the only thing that I like to do, and I've always done, is put my Brembo master cylinder on, and yeah, that's how I like it. Overall, I'm super happy with the new GSX-R. I think the strong point is the chassis, and I've tested it over 6 days now at Brno, and there's no bikes that leave it behind, even out of the box. All I've put on is a slip-on, and it stays with all the bikes I've ridden here. So power, chassis, fantastic. Good work, Suzuki.